Zeus. At the peak of Mount Olympus rules Zeus, the king of the gods. He is the master of the sky, thunder, and lightning, his presence commanding both fear and respect. Zeus overthrew the Titans, freeing the world from their tyranny and establishing divine order. As ruler, he was the enforcer of justice, oaths, and law. Yet despite his authority, Zeus was deeply flawed, known for his many affairs which gave birth to heroes, monsters, and future gods alike. Zeus represents power, authority, and the burden of leadership. Hera. By Zeus's side stands Hera, the queen of the gods and goddesses of marriage and family. She was the protector of wives, women, and childbirth, yet her own marriage was filled with betrayal. Hera's jealousy towards Zeus's lovers and children was legendary. She punished rivals not out of weakness, but wounded pride. Despite her cruelty, Hera symbolized the sacred bond of marriage and the strength of endurance. She reminds us that even gods suffer emotional pain. Poseidon. Ruling the oceans is Poseidon, god of the sea, storms, and earthquakes. With his mighty trident, he could calm waters or shatter the earth itself. Poseidon was temperamental and proud. Sailors prayed to him before voyages, knowing his mood could mean life or death. He also created horses, symbols of power and untamed strength. Poseidon embodies nature's uncontrollable fury. Demeter. Demeter is the goddess of agriculture, fertility, and the harvest. She ensured the land bore crops and humanity survived. When her daughter Persephone was taken into the underworld, Demeter's grief caused the earth to wither. Crops died and famine spread. Only Persephone's partial return restored balance, giving birth to the seasons. Demeter represents a mother's love and the cycle of life. Athena. Born from Zeus's head fully armed, Athena is the goddess of wisdom, strategy, and intellect. Unlike Ares, she favored intelligent warfare over brute force. Athena was a protector of cities, heroes, and craftsmen. She guided Odysseus, inspired architects, and rewarded clever minds. Athens was named in her honor. She symbolizes reason, discipline, and wisdom over chaos. Apollo. Apollo is the god of the sun, music, poetry, prophecy, and healing. His presence brought clarity, beauty, and truth. He spoke through oracles, most famously at Delphi, where mortals sought guidance. But Apollo could also bring plague when angered, showing the fine line between healing and destruction. Apollo represents balance, order, and divine inspiration. Artemis. Twin sister of Apollo, Artemis is the goddess of the hunt, wilderness, and the moon. She roamed forests freely, bow in hand, protector of animals and young girls. Artemis demanded respect for nature and personal boundaries. Those who violated her sacred spaces paid dearly. She was both nurturing and ruthless. Artemis symbolizes freedom, independence, and respect for the natural world. Ares. Ares is the god of war in its rawest form, violence, bloodshed, and chaos. Unlike Athena's strategy, Ares reveled in destruction. Feared by mortals and disliked by gods, Ares represented the dark side of conflict. Yet he was honest in his brutality, never pretending war was noble. Ares embodies the cost and savagery of war. Aphrodite. Born from sea foam, Aphrodite is the goddess of love, beauty, desire, and passion. Her power was subtle yet unstoppable. Gods and mortals alike fell under her influence. Love could inspire greatness or ruin empires. Even Zeus feared her ability to bend hearts. Aphrodite represents desire, attraction, and emotional power. Hephaestus. Hephaestus, god of fire and craftsmanship, was the master smith of Olympus. Though physically imperfect, his creations were flawless. Rejected by Hera and mocked by others, Hephaestus forged divine weapons, armor, and wonders beyond imagination. His strength lay not in appearance, but in skill. He symbolizes resilience, creativity, and inner worth. Hermes. Swift and clever, Hermes is the messenger of the gods. He governs travel, trade, communication, and trickery. Hermes guided souls to the underworld and carried divine messages between realms. A thief, a diplomat, and a guide, all in one. He represents speed, intelligence, and adaptability. Hestia. Often overlooked, Hestia is the goddess of the hearth, home, and family. She chose peace over power, stepping away from Olympus's conflicts. Every home and temple honored her flame. She brought warmth, unity, and stability. Without Hestia, civilization would have no center. She symbolizes quiet strength and inner peace.